Hey guys, it's Alexis. Welcome back to my channel. So this is day 2, well technically the first full day of our California trip. So and today we have the Warner Brothers studio tour, and I don't know if I can film on that. I'll take as many photos as possible. But if I can't film on it, I'll post the photos in here. And if I can't film on it, which I doubt, then you guys will get to see it. But first, before we start, that starts at 10. It's currently like 8:45 maybe. We're here in the Starbucks in the lobby. I got a chocolate croissant at the Starbucks and a water. But it's really cool in here. They have like the, well, I'll show you guys, but I'll tell you guys how I like my chocolate croissant, and I'll show you like how the Starbucks look. Okay, so I'm gonna try my chocolate croissant. I've had chocolate croissants before, but none from Starbucks. I don't eat food at Starbucks. Tastes like every other chocolate croissant I've ever had. It's good though. Tastes like chocolate chip chocolate. But it's good. And they also got this water. But I'll show you guys what the Starbucks looks like afterwards. Because there are people sitting right in front of it. But yeah, that chocolate croissant is good. So, yeah. And this is what the Starbucks looks like. So over there is the actual Starbucks part. And then the Tri-Wizard cup is right over there. And then the background of Hogwarts. It reminds me of on the way here, you could see Universal Studios Hollywood from here. And Hogwarts was like, you could see it like right there, next to the highway. It was so cool. But yeah, it's really cool. And it's like huge. It's like really big.
But I'm gonna park at the top of the street here. I would play everyone just a little video about Hennessy Street so you can get a better idea of some of the entertainment that's going on in here. Now, as we're parking, everyone take a look at the left-hand side here. This is made to look like an apartment building. And if you'll notice, it's very shallow inside. This is what's called a facade. So we do not film inside facades. Our lots have a lot of facades, and we also have practicals. We'll talk about the difference between them in a little bit. But we are going to check out this video. So on the right-hand side, Hennessy Street, you're going to see some video clips on the screens. You can kind of bounce back and forth between the screen and the street so you get a better idea there.
This is Hennessy Street, as it was seen in the 1982 motion picture version of the musical Annie. Hennessy Street has since been transformed into Gotham City for the Batman movies, and it was also the futuristic Rouge City in Steven Spielberg's AI artificial intelligence. Talented production designers created these locations by adding physical elements to these facades. But in The Last Samurai, when Billy Connolly and Tom Cruise round the corner and head off into the distance in 19th century San Francisco, they were really walking off of Hennessy Street and onto the modern studio. The San Francisco backdrop was all added digitally with computers during post-production.
Alright, any questions on that? So, this is one of our older streets in the back lot. It dates back to our early gangster movies and classic films and things like that. Now, because of that old-timey feel, it's also been popular for more recent episodes that have flashback episodes. So starting with Living Single in 1993, starring Queen Latifah. That also had the same premise as Friends. It was Friends living in New York. They had a flashback scene. It was like in the 1940s, and they shot that on the street. Lucifer had his flashback scene where Chloe Decker played like a private eye in the 1940s, the 1950s. They shot that down this street here. Agent Carter, Peggy Carter, shot on this street a lot, and also Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. In their later seasons, when they had the flashback episodes, they did that down here as well. So Friends was on this street for a few different episodes. There's one episode where Kathy and Joey's girlfriend Kathy goes for a jog through New York, and Chandler spots her across the street while Chandler's on his lunch break. So he decides to chase after her because he just wants to say hi. So he's jumping over taxis and he's running through hot dog stands. They use the entire street for that. So Kathy was running on the right-hand side, Chandler's running on the left here. So if you take a look at all of these structures down the street here, and even the one to our left, none of this is real brick. All of the brick that we see is all fake. It's a plastic, almost fiberglass material that we can press or that we make here in a building called the Mill. So the Mill makes all of the walls for our sets. They make signs for our shows and things like that. So if you think about it, you know, the interior of Sheldon's apartment, that's a set. And those walls were painted and built and designed and put together here at Warner Brothers in the Mill, and then it gets transported to the soundstage, and a lot of work goes into it. We're going to be talking about the Mill a lot today. So if you take a look on the left-hand side here, This is our Central Park, excuse me, and that is our Friends Fountain. So we're gonna hop off and take some pictures in this area, so just bear with me while I park the cart. Alright, so down on our right-hand side, that's another portion of New York Street. Now on the right-hand side there, on the sidewalk, Paul Rudd ran down there in his underwear for a movie, Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's a very, very short scene for Ant-Man and the Wasp that was filmed in there. And now we're entering our front lot. These are all our sound stages. So I'm going to take a look at the left-hand side. You'll see a plaque on the wall next to stage 25. This is the Big Bang Theory stage. So this is where Big Bang Theory spent all those seasons, all those years inside. And if you take a look on the right-hand side, stage 24 is also a very special sound stage. That's because this is the Friends stage. So you can take a picture of that if you want. The Friends spent 10 years filming their 10 seasons inside this stage. And they recreated the sets, the Central Perk sets in the apartments and stuff for the reunion. That's why it was so surreal for the cast to really go back in the original soundstage that they worked in. We got another plaque for the Big Bang Theory stage here on the left. Now we have 5 plaques for 5 shows. We have Friends and Big Bang, which we just saw. We have one for ER, which we talked about. We have one for Ellen. The Ellen Show has a plaque. And also 2.5 Men. 2.5 Men has a plaque because they really brought back that sitcom, multi-camera genre. Now, the competition between studios, you know, MGM, Disney, Paramount, Columbia, Sony, all that competition happens at the box office. Everything leading up to that, we all work together. So Warner Brothers has an open lot policy, meaning anyone is welcome to come here and film, so long as they go through the proper channels of scheduling and whatnot, and so long as they have the means. Like I said, anyone's welcome. So Fox trucks have been getting our props, Sony trucks before, Paramount, even Disney can film on our lot. Now, not only productions can rent out our backlots and our spaces and things like that. We've even had like private parties and bar mitzvahs and bar mitzvahs and stuff like that rent out our areas. Now, do me a favor, take a look at stage 10 here. Just look how massive it is. Look how long it goes down that way, and look how tall it is being right underneath it. These sound stages are huge structures, and we have 32 of them. We have 32 whole sound stages, y'all. So bear with me just a moment here. I'm going to park our cart.
So what the septic does is it comes to a point in the back. That creates depth for the camera and it makes it look bigger than it actually is.
All right, come on into this little corner here, y'all. Feel free to take your pictures, take your photos. What is or isn't being used for?
We have all of our cameras.
Do we have any other questions about the stage here? So we got just another couple minutes for some pictures, and then we're going to shuffle on out of here. Take a bigger one.
So if you take a look at this side right here, this is our courthouse, which we drove by earlier. So you can have a good vantage point of how wide it is here. It's not very wide, it's not very deep, there's not a lot of room inside. So we would not film inside here. But a little known studio fact, they did convert the inside of it very briefly for a short amount of time for a dance studio for Debbie Reynolds. She was on our lot, around our lot, working and stuff like that. But now we're entering Midwest Street. This is another one of our back lots here. There's more filming going on there, so that's the group of people that you'll see. But on the left-hand side, this was Luke's Diner in Gilmore Girls. So in the show Gilmore Girls, Luke owned his diner, and he had an apartment loft above it. He lived above his diner. In reality, there's no apartment loft in there. So essentially, they use kind of the same idea as a facade. There's stairs in there that go to nowhere, so they would film Luke going up the stairs. In reality, they built his apartment loft set right across the street inside this building here. So in Gilmore Girls, there's at least 2 or 3 episodes per season that have snow. Here in California, we don't get snow, but we don't wait for it either. Our art department can bring it in by the truckload. So we bring in a whole bunch of fake snow. We can blanket the grounds with it. And we can totally transform this area into a nice wintry scene. So when snow is falling from the sky, we use potato flakes or starch. The reason for that is it's safe, and if it gets in the actor's eyes or gets in their mouths and they swallow it, ingest it, whatever, it's totally harmless, and everything is very safe that way. Fake brick, if you look down on the sidewalk on the right-hand side, that's also fake brick that's painted right on the sidewalk. Now everyone see those black dots on the sidewalk too? That isn't gum. That's tar or paint. It's made to look like gum. It's one of those details that productions add to these streets and these sidewalks here. You probably won't notice gum on the ground while watching a TV show, but if the sidewalk was super clean and it wasn't there, you might notice if it wasn't there. It would look a little bit off. Now over on this side, we have our Fuller House. So we built this for the reboot Fuller House. Now you won't see this in any episodes of Fuller House. Reason being is it was built for social media and promotional marketing purposes. So anytime you see, like on Fuller House's Instagram, if you see an actor doing like a selfie video, like make sure you watch next week's episode, all of that sort of thing was filmed in the street here or on the steps, stuff like that to make it look like they were at the actual iconic house. If you take a look on the left-hand side, this is Suki's house in Gilmore Girls. So the outside of Suki's house is right here. It's been painted since the show. So in Gilmore Girls, you have Suki and you have Lorelai, two separate actors, two separate characters, two separate houses. In reality, the back of this house is the front of Lorelai's house. So they built it that way so they could save a lot of time and it was very cost effective while filming those episodes there.
Hey everyone. So we just finished like the guided part of the tour. And so it led out here into the Central Perk like cafe thing that was in Friends. I didn't watch Friends, so I don't know about it. But I got a Sprite, just a normal Sprite, and I got a chocolate chip cookie. Shake this off. It just tastes like a normal chocolate chip cookie, but it's good. So yeah. Hey everyone, so we finished the Warner Brothers tour a little bit ago. And we're here at In-N-Out Burger. It's my first time having it. And I'm gonna show you guys. So I got this burger. It's a plain burger because that's who I am. And then I got some fries. Lauren, your cheese fries look really good. Can I try some?
Are you asking that on camera?
Yeah, sorry. And so I'm gonna try some of my food. So first I'm gonna start with the fry. Those are good. Now I'm gonna try my burger. It's just plain. That's a good burger. I mean, something too special, but it's not bad. It's like good. And it wasn't long either. It took like 7 minutes, like our entire experience. And I also got some lemonade. Yeah, I'd definitely eat here again. Hey everyone. So we finished In-N-Out Burger and now we're here. We drove down to City Walk. It was literally right next door, and we don't have to go into the park for that. We don't have to pay money. We'll have to pay money in the park, but we don't have to like go into the park. We're going into Universal on Wednesday, but like I just wanted to show you guys, we're at the parking garage, and I just wanted to show you guys what we can see. So this is like the view, everything you can see. I really like it. And then right there is Hogwarts. I can't wait. I can't wait. And I really like how they have like the movie signs or whatever. But Hogwarts, oh, I can't wait for Wednesday. Okay, we're gonna go in now, okay. The Hollywood sign is right there. Also, we're parked next to like a billion white Teslas. And white Teslas are my dream car, so that's great for me, but right there, it is. So it's actually the next day, but I forgot to do an outro yesterday. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really like the Warner Brothers Studio tour, and the rest is probably me just eating. But yeah, Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and support this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.